one of the main, topics we're going to talk about tonight was Rolling Stones and their 100 greatest
You want
albums.
to start with the bullshit?
Yeah, man. So the biggest news to come out of this, getting to the meat and potatoes, was that Cardi B's Invasion of Privacy was ranked higher than albums like Illmatic and some other joints. I forgot what some of the other ones
Cuban
were.
Links, Life After Death.
Life After Death, and all of these nature albums. And obviously, we know as hip hop purists and all of that nature that that's not feasible, And we know the people up at Rolling Stone know goddamn better than doing this shit. But when you don't have, the right people up there, this is the type of shit that happens. You know what I'm saying? We even get on Complex for this type of shit. But what's your thoughts?
All right, so I think off that when you're talking about the top 200, right, there needs to be people representing as far as whoever is selecting this. And we got to understand, this is 100% subjective list. This does not have to be what you hold as your top 200. And I think it's weird to have a top 200 albums. Because
that's why they have that many people doing it, because they're not going to go with one opinion. They need different opinions.
Right, but I'm saying, like, to tell someone that, like, essentially this list is saying, hey, if you want to find the best rap, here goes roughly 210 hours of music to listen to that will satisfy this. Like,
I'm not going to take Rolling Stone word for it, though. They're
right, but that's
publication.
Right, that's the thing. But again,
they are a historic publication. That's why people are raving about it, though.
No, I don't consider Rolling, like, you can't steal someone's culture and say you're a historic culture.
They're more rock. If anything, they've marketed more rock.
Rock and roll was built by black people.
Oh yeah, Muddy Waters. Elvis Presley stole Muddy Waters' flow. We heard the song.
Right, the Beatles too.
It goes Rolling Stones.
And it's like, look, if we listen to this stuff and we listen to these people, these are the people who are telling us, hey, when rap was in the 80s, it was less gang banging and stuff like that. When it's like, hey, we've seen the money Run DMC can make, let's change the market. We're gonna make these songs more and we're gonna purposely go and put our money into people who are glorifying this. We've seen with rock, when rock gets censored, it makes billions, it makes us millions. We could do the same thing with rap right away. We don't even have to do the level where it's accepted already, because we know this being created urbanly is going to spread rapidly. So when I see this list and it's like these people are picking zany music, mumble rap, and it's not to say that these people they're not rappers. These aren't artists. It's these people some of these people haven't put out their best albums.
They didn't put the right albums on the list. Like, they put Kendrick on there, but they put To Pimp a Butterfly. They put Biggie on there, and they put Ready to Die. They put Dre, and they even put The Chronic.
I'll tell you right now, if I'm putting Biggie, the only album from Biggie I'm putting on any list is Ready to Die. Off the Strength, that's the only album. He finished recording. He heard, look.
Ready to Die better Life After Death?
No, I didn't say it wasn't better, but I'm saying Life After Death, Biggie didn't get to do the tour. He didn't get to do any of the promo like he was supposed to for it.
But music, focus on the music. Was it better than Life After Death?
I personally choose it over it.
Really?
I like Life After Death.
I like Life After Death too.
Life After Death is fire, but Ready to Die was one of those classic albums. Like, I was a kid in New York.
You was outside for that. You was outside.
Yeah, so I was in the playground for that. I want to say I was outside. So I was going to school, hearing it on the radio. You heard it passing cars. You going to the stores, you hear it. You go to the barbershop, you hear it. You go on the radio, you hear it. You go on the box, you hear it. Like, it was everywhere.
Ooh, but niggas don't remember the box.
Can I just say? I want to say the top 20 that they have real quick, from 20 to 1. We got Future at 20, DS2, Little Kim Hardcore at 19, Mad Villainy at 18, Kanye West Yeezus at 17, Cardi B Invasion of Privacy at 16, Eric B. and Rakim Paid in Full at 15. And I'm just going to go from there. You obviously know what numbers it is. Ghostface Killer, Supreme Clientele, Dre 2001, Clips Lord Willin, Drake Take Care, Top 10, Lauryn Hill, Miseducation, Low End Theory, Tribe Called Quest, Into the Wu Tang, 36 Chambers, Missy So Addictive, Missy Elliott at 7, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Yay at 6, To Pimp a Butterfly, Kendrick
That's the
Lamar.
wrong Kendrick album. That's the wrong Kendrick album. Over Good Kid, Mad City, Ari? Come on.
I personally think so, but that's I'm not mad at it. But
I mean, the Good Kid, Mad City is 38.
It won a Pulitzer.
That was damn.
It's 38. Chronic
It
is
won a
40.
Nobel Peace Prize.
you got It Takes a Million to Hold Us Back, Public Enemy at 4, Blueprint at 3, Stankonia 2, and Ready to Die at number 1.
Didn't you just say that Stankonia wasn't even the best Outkast album?
They got Aquemini at 27.
I personally
Where?
not my
Like-
favorite. But some people love that album. But I'm not saying that's the number 2 album of all time, though. But but they might be going off sales and shit like that too.
Wait, hold
I
on.
think this was a room full of white people.
They had the Drought 3 as an album. It's a mix.
Sue, I'm with you, Sue.
Fuck it, it's an album. If they say it's an album, it's an album. Let's go.
It's not though, but it's not. It's never been considered an album. What's
Yeah,
going on?
what up?
You see you pop up.
Yo, we talking this Rolling Stone top 200 list. I just gave off the top 40. But if you've seen it, man, you know what the big hubbub has been so far, man. Like, and the main thing we was gonna get into was like, if y'all could, what would be in y'all top 10 albums of all time?
I'm gonna let y'all go and I'll just do my last.
Ooh.
That's my spot.
I don't know if I have a top.
I'll go second last.
We're collaborating. We all can throw some joints at what y'all consider should be in the top 10. Because if I
All
thought
Eyes on Me was not on this list.
I just want to comment and say that this list is bullshit because I just started reading the list and I seen Cupcake is on there. And
All Eyes on Me is like
what the fuck?
29.
Like, look at this shit. All Eyes on Me is on my number 1 on my list.
Nah, Tupac don't even make my list.
All right, so check this out.
Talking like a true New Yorker.
So check this out. So you gotta think about like when the album dropped, the impact that the album had.
All right, number
Did
2.
it touch like a lot of motherfuckers?
longevity.
Number 10 for me. Lil Wayne, The Carter 2.
Number 10?
Number 10.
If that's,
I'm
I'm
not
not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. You don't hear
That's a fire album, and it's Wayne. That was Wayne's kickoff.
Over the third, though?
Yes. No, it was better than the third. Better than the third.
Ooh, that's a hot take.
The third was more of a commercial album. The second was more of a gritty. That was mixtape Wayne's album.
That was like drought 3 Wayne type shit.
Yeah, the third one was Wayne was already done essentially with the Drought series, more or less. It was this is Wayne now. Like, I'm super famous. I have all these rich rock star friends.
Lollipop Wayne.
Billionaires are paying me to do stuff for them just casually. I get paid. I'm touring nonstop.
That was a slick little shot. I caught that.
There's an album.
Billionaires are paying me to do shit. I see what you're doing.
So
Pause, nigga.
we got number 9, Redman, Docs My Name 2000.
That's his list.
Yo, I don't care what anyone says. That's one of the best albums. Like, as far as pure rap goes, fire. There was just nonstop. He had classic rap with like niggas like Keith Murray. He had shit with Busta, and he was like killing it. Like Busta was, and you know how Busta. This is prime form Busta, extinction level event Busta. This is Busta where anything he features on, it's instant classic. And him and Redman, he shut it down, and they had one of the best beats of all time that you hear nonstop whenever someone wants to kill a freestyle. Wild the fuck out. That's the beat you want.
What's your number 8?
Number 8, Jay-Z, The Black Album.
Either Jay-Z's real low or this ain't the only Jay-Z album on your list.
It's not the only Jay-Z on the list.
Got you.
And the reason why I say The Black Album was because that was if that was going to be the last Jay-Z album, that was a great way to go out.
You just said that. You just said that.
What I tell you?
This nigga just said that shit last pod too.
Describe that album.
I didn't even hear it. I didn't even hear him say that. But like that's one of those things.
The best way to describe that album.
Yeah.
Like it was, the production was well. It was a nice swan song with a lot of stuff. It was, if you had listened to previous Jay-Z albums, it was a nice wrap up to a lot of themes he was throwing out. Kingdom Come, when it came out, while it was good, it was more flashy. That's when Jay-Z completely transitioned from drug rap to now I'm Mongol rap. I'm rapping about art I'm buying, I'm rapping about buildings I'm doing, I'm rapping about expanding my brand and enterprise.
And kind of like
the Black Album was the last of Trap Jay-Z. That was the end of the pipe dream in so many words. Number 7, Ready to Die. I don't need to talk about that.
You hit it on the head.
Actually, no, let me take that back. Ready to Die is number 6. Number 7, DMX, is Dark as Hell.
Here we go.
I got that on my list, so I'm not mad at you.
It's a lot of East Coast bias in this. I'm joking.
Wait, hold on. I didn't finish. There is some West Coast.
Yeah, where's the E40 at?
Oh, E40.
Nah,
E40. Wow, he's number 11 on the list. Number 12, he's down there.
I know for one
He's
West
down
Coast
there.
album I'm looking for, but I'll be interested
He's
to
not
see
up there.
if it pops up on here.
There's a 3-6 Mafia album.
Oh damn, there you go, Jarrod.
Yeah,
Jarrod put this right up.
And I'm gonna tell you, it had one of the greatest intros of all time, because 3-6 Mafia, what they did on that intro was that they mixed all of their greatest hits into that intro. And I'll never forget when I put that CD in. I was sitting down. I was in the Marine Corps. I'm chilling, and I was telling niggas for years, like, "Yo, niggas
Rod
from New
know
York,
the song he talk about.
niggas from New York fuck with 3-6 Mafia." And when that shit came on, and it was
Hey,
like,
nigga, put the needle on the record, nigga.
Bark. I was like, "Oh!"
Put the needle on the record, man.
Rod
Where is the bud?
That was my
Where's
shit.
the bud? Slop on my knob. Like what? Oh, the
Come
Tell the
on.
club.
Look, so
Tell the club.
Jared, what album is that? Jared, what album is that?
It's not The Last to Walk. It's the is it The Last to Walk?
Nah,
I think it's The Last to
Most
Walk.
known- most known unknown?
Most known unknowns. Yeah, most known unknowns.
Oh, that was a banger.
That's the one that has Stay Fly, riding spinners and shit.
Banger.
So
Most known
that was
unknowns,
number
bro.
6. Number 5, David Banner, Mississippi, the album.
Like the pill?
David Banner, Mississippi, the album, one of the greatest albums I've ever heard.
Like a, I was just listening to that shit on the bike.
David Banner,
That
like
was a
I'm
deep
telling
cut.
niggas, Mississippi, the album. Lando will tell
Beats
you
on that album
that
was
shit.
fire.
Lando, shout out Mississippi.
He'll tell you,
David
I
Banner
also
was
that album
cooking
is
on the
super
production
tough.
side during that
Super
time.
tough. Super tough. One of my favorite albums of all time.
We get into the nitty gritty now.
Yo, all right. So David Banner, number 5. Number 4, the Pretty Tony album. Ghostface Killah.
Let's go. Yeah.
That was hold on.
That shit got biscuits. That got Never Was the Same Again. What's my other shit?
Chef LaPret.
That's Supreme. That's Supreme.
Push with
Over Supreme.
Yes,
Oh,
I like
that
it.
got-
Listen,
it's
listen.
also
I
got-
fuck
that
with
got
that
Run
album.
on
That
it,
album's
bro.
different.
That
That album was
Run.
different to me. Listen,
Run
That
is
was-
one of
that was
those
the
shit.
shit. Listen.
I mean, come on.
so that was what, number 4, right?
Yeah.
Woo.
No, that was that 4. Yeah, that was 4. Number 3, Wu-Tang Clan, Enter 36 Chambers.
Come on.
I like it. I like it.
Number 2, this album I know is gonna, a lot of niggas gonna be like, oh shit, nah, I don't know. Method Man, Redman, Blackout. One of the greatest albums I've ever heard.
I'm mad them niggas ain't make Rock Wilder longer.
Yo, that album had nothing but bangers on it. The production.
I gotta go back to that. Was that the one that had Tear the Roof Off?
Yep.
Ooh.
That was the one where it had 4 MCs. They were just wilding on that.
Shit, no. I gotta double back to
That
that.
had Serial Killer on it too. Like him and Memphis.
See, you unlocking like, damn. They ruined it when they put out a sequel for it, though.
And of course, number one, Jay-Z. The best album Jay-Z ever put out, in my opinion.
Say it. Go ahead. Talk.
Blueprint.
Go ahead. I don't hear volume 2. I don't hear volume 2.
Nah,
nobody's saying it. He said Blueprint, my nigga.
Now, this is the whole reason why. The whole reason why isn't because of how I feel that album was like a complete great Jay-Z album. I don't even think that's Jay-Z's greatest album per se. But you cannot ignore the impact and how much it changed how rap was perceived, not just in New York, but all around. That whole beef with Nas, changed the way rap.
That shit was littered with Nas this shots and shit.
Changed the way rap beef was handled from that point on. The way it was like, yo, I'm gonna just crush this nigga. I'm gonna list and name niggas. I'm not hiding beef. I'm calling niggas out. Then I remember, like, a lot of niggas don't know this. If you were in New York at the time, Jay-Z dropped that shit. Nas dropped what was it?
H to the Omo.
Huh?
H to the Omo.
No. There was something else he dropped that Jay-Z responded to right away.
Super Ugly.
Got yourself a gun. Got yourself a gun. Yo, and the thing was, if you were in New York, he got yourself a gun dropped. The next day, Super Ugly dropped.
Woke up this morning.
And like a lot of niggas, if you weren't in New York, you didn't hear it on the radio when he just came out and dropped that shit. The Hot 97 mixtape had that shit on it right away.
Didn't like Jay-Z mom had to be like, yo, chill on him, relax on him.
And after, it took months after for Nas to reply with Ether. That's why when Ether came out, everyone outside of New York were like, yo, this nigga kind of killed them. But a lot of niggas in New York were like, yo, this is all right, Jay, what you gonna do to reply? Jay at that point was already like, I've already kind of pivoted. I'm doing other shit now. So the whole beef didn't really get its full value. They still was still sending shots to each other, but it wasn't that level because Jay-Z plays the game like, look, I'm gonna try and shut your way down.
He played chess.
But
this was fun, man. That was fun. This was fun.
Right. So that's my top 10. Now it fluctuates. I'm not saying that top 10 is a solid list. There's times where it's like, I'm in this mood, so there's more Most Def, this Top Living there that's sneaking in like 5 and 6. But David Banner not getting off that list. Wu-Tang,
which one of you niggas want to go next?
This rap albums?
Yeah.
Also, Drake don't do rap. He's an R&B.
Jarrod, we're going to keep you on for the R&B group debate later on, too.
So
hit me back up.
George, I know mine's not gonna be in order. I know mine's not gonna be in order for sure.
I'm finna do mine now, and then I'm gonna go because I'm tired.
He said, "Just hit me."
Jarrod, he already did the list already too. I peeped the other post, and I want before you go, let me know who your winner was.
Oh, talking about the
R&B list.
But Drew Hill.
I ain't mad at that.
Nigga high as shit. Yo, Jarrod, how many edibles you took?
I ain't take none. I've been up since 4 this morning. We did inventory.
Ooh.
He got some pieces. He got some pieces.
I put you down as a reference on my Nike application.
For sure.
Here, if you see a 716 area code, that's your boy.
Look at this thing.
I got some pieces today. I got some pieces the other day too. But anyway, top 10 rap albums. Now I'm a little different. I ain't gonna go in order. I'm gonna give y'all 10 of mine. What I think is top rap albums.
Mine weren't in that particular. Well, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Carter 2. I'm going Project Pat, Mr. Don't Play.
Talk to me nice.
I'm going
not Project Pat fan, but I respect it.
I'm going.
It's a very impactful album, bro.
Yeah, you should listen to it. It's very amazing.
Nah, I won't.
This is very amazing. Down south Memphis shit.
Nah,
I'm
that's
going
David
with.
Mann.
Of course, Gino to listen to when we link up.
I'm going with Jay-Z Blueprint. I'm going. That's 3. I'm going Good Kid, Mad City.
Yes.
I'm going Dre, Chronic. I'm going. That's 5. I'm going Outkast, the Love Box Speaker, whatever that joint.
The Love Below speaker box.
The Love Below Speaker
You
Box.
know, the one that Ari don't like.
I never.
I'll be
I'm
real.
going now.
Like that. It's just the
I'm
one
going that one. I'm
Big
going
Boy
that one because
on that.
Big Boy went
after
crazy.
that album.
Big Boy went crazy. The production
I
on
think
it was crazy.
Andre went crazy on his side.
Andre did go crazy.
Andre
That
went
was-
crazy on Love Below.
That was needed for Big Boy because Big Boy wasn't again looked at as a legitimate MC, so he needed
Nah,
that.
I'll tell you right now,
that's six.
Lucius Left Foot is one of the best albums I've ever heard.
Boy, that is a fire album.
The
bro.
son of Chico Dusty.
Shutterbug.
All right, so
Listen,
these
Go.
last three, I'm kind of going just off impact when they hit. So I'm going Thug Motivation.
I felt
One on
G
one.
was gonna be here somewhere somehow.
That was gonna be on mine.
I'm going Get Rich or Die Trying.
Hey.
That's what I'm at 8. I'm at 8.
9.
I'm at 9.
Yeah.
Okay. The last one. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's just something that spark gangster rap. Let's go straight out of Compton, bro. NWA.
I ain't mad at that.
I was just listening to that hoe this morning.
you know what's funny? The one album. If we're talking about impact, deserves an honorable mention. Mike Jones, who is Mike Jones, the chopped and screw version.
Oh my
That's
god,
shit,
bro.
Ooh.
Let me tell you,
Classic.
when that first dropped, bro, and the chop and screw, like it wasn't like if you wasn't in Houston, you really didn't know about it. We kind of knew about it here in Memphis, but it wasn't like as heavy. But like when that shit dropped and the niggas be repeating that hoe and repeating that hoe. Hey,
Jarrod, what's your honorable mention?
honorable mention. Oh my gosh, let's go with Juvenile 400 Degrees.
Ooh, I do have a Hot Boys album on my list too.
Shit, they only got one.
Of a member of the Hot Boys. That's not Lil Wayne.
Nah, bro. I mean,
Nah,
rest
Juvenile.
like I'm surprised. I honestly was expecting a little bit more Memphis. I was expecting some
Like
3
all no, okay, so check
Nah,
this out.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. I was surprised. I was
Even with
surprised
the
I
mention.
had 3-6 on my list. And maybe it's because I remember like 3-6. I was in Cali bumping them, wilding the fuck out, hitting
See?
beach parties and shit. Like that was a music. That album, I have so much memories attached to it.
So the Most Known Unknowns is probably my favorite 3-6 album. But the rest of the joints, they all just sound like the same thing. Like it's one big album spread across
You know what? Too another
6
memory?
albums, bro.
Time Bomb. Too. I forgot about them bitches. The Time Bomb was the shit,
But
bro.
3-6
nothing
Mafia
you
got
bumping
like
that shit pop.
yeah, it's still.
Oh.
But I took, instead of picking the 3-6 album, I took the best singles album out of all of them, and Project Pat was the one.
You know what? Too. I wish was a legit album, but was more of a mixtape. Because it would definitely, if it was an album, it would be on my list. O's to Oscars, one of the best Juicy J shits I've ever heard.
Whoa. Blue Dream and Lean 3 is probably.
That's fire, but I don't think it beats O's to Oscars.
That was the one, but that was
I'm fucking with you.
Huh?
Oh man,
O's and Oscars is dope. Yeah, I love O's and Oscars. I'm not gonna lie to you. That nigga was Juicy J probably reinvented himself the best out of any old nigga.
Yeah, with
Yeah. Fucking with Wiz and Lex Luger and them.
and
Weezy.
he did what he
Lots
do.
of
His production game got him in a lot of rooms too, bro. That production got him in a lot of rooms. That got him Katy Perry looks, and you know what I'm saying. His credits crazy.
That Oscar really got them.
Both of them niggas' credits is crazy.
And then he started doing them indie rooms.
He had to go solo though. He had to go solo.
We are stated on this podcast, stated we are literally waiting for this Freddie Gibbs album because we want to hear the DJ Paul beats.
Yeah. Now the beats that Benny put, never mind.
Well, all right, so who's next to drop their list?
I'll drop. Oh, so you want to go last or should I go last?
Ari didn't go.
No, Lowe's ready. I can go after him.
All right. Number 10, Good Kid, Mad City. That's the only Kendrick album. Oh, Jarrod, be easy, bro.
Hey man, I just came up here, man. Tell y'all, man, keep doing y'all thing, keep doing all y'all, man.
Good
Congratulations,
show,
also, bro.
Hey, thank you, Jarrod. Thank you.
I really just came up here to say congratulations.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man.
We here just got through recording. I'm like, let me get up here real quick.
Listen. Do me a favor. Tell Eric Jenkins he's a fucking casual.
He showed commenting on the pod.
I know. I seen that. I seen the comment.
My boy Jenkins, man.
Let him know.
I got you, bro.
Tell Malik stop ducking the smoke and pull up.
Yo, we gotta have a UFC talk. Me, him, Corey, Malik. Where I can really
just Corey on the pod too, man, for real.
We gotta get Corey on here too, man. He ain't been on GYBO.
Corey need to come on here so I can attack him on my platform. I'll be on his platform.
I'll send the message, okay?
There you go, Malik and Corey.
Malik don't want the smoke. Malik get the smoke no matter what. I'll call Malik in real time and talk shit to him.
Jarrod, be easy, man. Appreciate you.
Y'all be easy, bro, man. Love y'all, bro.
Happy early Father's Day.
Appreciate it.
Facts.
Appreciate y'all.
Alrighty, bro.
All right, so Good Kid, Mad City was my number 10 for obvious reasons. That is the magnum opus. That's the when the prodigal son he popped up. Stop playing. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that, Gino. Now let me
You got it, bro.
I'm gonna say this. I wouldn't call his magnum opus because he doesn't consider it that. That's all.
Yes, he does.
I don't think so.
Quiet because you know I'm right. This one. We let Gino slide with that Doxter name. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yo, I'm letting y'all rock me. I'm not saying nothing.
Number 9, Dark and Hell is Hot. That shit was. You want to talk about after Biggie and Pac died? Like the game needed that album at that time.
Kendrick has said that he considers his magnum opus to be To Pimp a Butterfly.
That's bullshit. How?
Hey, I'm good at
Sorry, and you know I love that album. You know I love that album.
That nigga said bullshit.
You know I love that album.
Yo, please.
Number 8, we gonna do 36 Chambers, Wu-Tang. I mean, that again, culture shifter, spawned careers. I mean, come on, what more can you say? The series, it has new life now because of the Hulu series, I feel like. Number 7, Midnight Marauders, Tribe Called Quest. If you were to tell me to pick between, now mind you, I got into Tribe Called Quest kind of late. I mean, this documented here on this pod.
I got into like around high school.
You weak for that.
Yeah.
Hey man, look, I want to shoot them up, and they didn't give me shoot them up. But you don't always gotta listen to shoot them up. So you know what I mean. You would ask me to pick between Low End Theory, Midnight Marauders. I'm gonna pick Midnight Marauders every time.
I feel like that's them at another stage of rap and such like that. But I mean, you can't be wrong in either choice. To be honest,
You can't.
Now
And I popped pretty big when they played Rhythm from Midnight Marauders on the New Bel Air. I was like, what? They're playing this shit? Number 6, Doggy Style.
Thank you.
Again, culture shift. Doggy Style introduced the G-Funk shit. You know, the Chronic, which I have at number 5. You know what I mean? It ushered that sound in as well. Number
the nigga who was rapping the shit in that shit.
Do you think the Chronic was like, okay, so you know how Watch the Throne is? You think the Chronic was like that with Snoop and Dre?
With a few other guests around there too, because you know there's other people that was had verses and writing and shit on there too. I mean, it was mainly Snoop, but like I think Daz and Crep had some shit to do with that, if I'm not mistaken.
Lady of Rage was in there, RBX was in there, DOC.
And he kept a lot of
4,
yeah.
Dark Fantasy, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. To date, it is my favorite Kanye album.
Yeah.
College Dropout still.
I said my favorite, not the best.
No, I said College Dropout my favorite because of Spaceship. Spaceship's on there.
Ooh. I think I played that in the way.
That shit got me through a lot of shitty work days.
Oh yeah, the Yay week I played that. Yeah,
man.
Number 3, I'm gonna put on my Mark hat on. I'm gonna look like Tony Khan. Number 3, Fly God.
Oh, I thought you were about to say WWE album, bro.
Fly God. Come on now, we talking about culture shifting, ushering sounds. Like niggas changed up their sound after Fly God. Let's be real here.
I love West Side Gun, but you sure Rock Marciano didn't do that?
But did it catch traction when he did it, or did it catch traction when they did it? Come on now.
Juice give me.
Number 2, if I'm gonna put a Hove album, I'm gonna put Blueprint. And number 1, All Eyes on Me.
No Tupac love.
We know, but I like Tupac, so.
Tupac.
And then my honorable mention is gonna be No Way Out, the Puffy album, the Bad Boy Records album, No Way Out. They was all on that shit.
Nah, it's Puffy's album.
Puffy and Friends.
Right, but it was Puffy's. Puffy got the awards. And
Family before the family.
No Way Out, and then Life After Death, I guess, would be the other honorable mention.
For me, man, like I said, no order. Start at 10. College Dropout definitely on there. Just in like for my love of soul music and all of that, you know what I'm saying, neo soul, to be able to kind of get that ushered into the rap side for me in the vibe in the area where I was watching music. I wasn't like too underground during that time, but that was able to, you know what I'm saying, rise above the underground and hit a kid like me and, you know what I'm saying, usher me into that world more so. After that, I'm gonna throw, obviously, like I said, everybody said it, Enter the Wu-Tang has to be on there. That's just that as a complete album, it's one of the best complete albums in rap, I believe. So you talk about sounds, you talk about verses, we talk about the impact already, you know what I'm saying? But just the whole innovation is another thing too with that. Cuban Links, just to follow with that. Only built for Cuban Links. You talk about an album that felt like a movie. I never had an album that felt like a movie until I heard that. And
damn, I missed that one. I should have put that one
off. Another one, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, just to swing it back to Kanye. So that was it. College Dropout, Enter the Woo, Cuban Links,
Dark Fantasy,
Twisted Fantasy, Blueprint is on there. That's 5. Doggy Style is on there, same thing, just for my love of funk music and everything. Same way I said with soul music, Doggy Style did that for me for funk music. And I'll just edge that over for Chronic for me, just for case it was just like, if you take Snoop away from the Chronic, does it still sound the same?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Maybe it sounds the same.
Yeah, production wise, it does.
No, production wise it does too. But do we still get nothing but a G thing?
No.
Do we assume that Snoop didn't help select beats as far as
we don't get Lil Ghetto Boy. Let Me Ride.
I'm with you on that too. But I just feel like we take him away from that, you don't get the same impact. But he still made his own impact with the album he made. You know what I'm saying?
Mind you, I still don't like Snoop, and I'm saying this.
Mm-hmm. Right. That's why I understand why he wasn't on your list. But like I said, we talk about impact and such like that.
Well, not to,
Like,
I like Doggy Style as a kid.
Yeah.
It's just there's certain like, for example,
That's my favorite Snoop album.
when I was young, shock value, Eminem's Marshall Mathers was one of the greatest albums I heard. But after I turned like 20, I went back and listened to it, and it was like, no. And then when
it ages like shit. A lot of Eminem music aged like shit.
And when I listened to, I remember listening, what was it, the album that came out in 2004?
Eminem Show?
The Eminem Show. That album was good. I remember listening to it in 2004, being like, yo, this is a real good album.
Mm-hmm.
And listening to it in like 2008 and being like, besides the Obi Trice tracks, this is ass. Mine is like two songs.
And he tried to get, into a different bag. He tried to get a little more introspective in that album.
Right. Too, and there's some good tracks on there, but it's like Eminem does not age well.
Yeah, you're not gonna find him on this list, to be honest with you guys.
And the problem is like his fan base is very much in line with the Tech Nine fan base, where it's like he has a real
like the Juggalo fan base.
Right. As far as rappers go, he's not a bad rapper. As far as his ability, his skill set.
He's a student he definitely is a student of the game.
Right. It's his content where it's like he makes references to people, he has metaphors, he has analogies. No one's saying he doesn't have rap skill. It's his content doesn't have substance that carries along.
It's like looking at somebody like, let's say, who's a good wrestler to say is pretty wild in his skill set.
I was gonna say it's more like a thesaurus battle, where it's like,
oh, I like that.
Thesaurus is not a bad battle rapper at all. Thesaurus can pretty much beat every battle rapper there is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not a shot at
he
any
has
battle
the skill
rapper.
set to do so very much.
He ain't beat Fresco.
But the truth is, the problem with Thesaurus is, while he's a good battle rapper, he just doesn't have the substance in his battle rap to continue. No one's gonna listen to his stuff. Like he can rap about guns and stuff, and it'll be a fire metaphor. But we know you don't shoot him. We know you don't bust him. You're not a bad guy. You're a battle rapper because you have skill.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a battle rapper because you're hungry and this is the only thing for you. Does that make sense?
I get what you're saying. I was a little up, but now I pick up what you're saying. I forgot we was talking about Eminem for a second.
Right. So when we talk about Eminem on like anybody's list, to me, it's always like, if Eminem's there, I expect to hear a Tech Nine album. Automatic.
No, I mean I can see if they got him on there on the skill aspects, shit like that.
No, not as far as a fast rapper, but as far as like they do a lot of horrorcore rap. Eminem does a lot of horrorcore rap within his raps.
Yeah, but some people like the hip hop purists like to go to the sound bombing era and his freestyles and shit like that.
The hat that
they like to go to those things and use those as catalysts to reason why he should be. That's what I said, more so skill set things. That see why somebody would. You know what I'm saying? Would he be on mine personally? My top 10? No. But back to the joint. Like I said, I had Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I had College Dropout. I had Enter the Woo. I had Cuba Links. Number 5 would be Food by MF Doom. I was about to say Mad Villain, but that just, you talk about themes and, you know what I'm saying, just innovation of joints like Beef Rap and fucking Rap Snitches and so many different songs on there that are just really dope and interesting. And once again, you talk about an impactful rapper in the sense of, you know what I'm saying, his raps, like his debut, you can go from there, but that album specifically, I think as a solo artist is still one of his standout joints, so I'll put that one on there. And possibly, I mean, to follow with that one, I got to go number 4 with Mad Villainy, because you talk about sonically, like what him and Mad Villain did together, still some of my favorite beats just to listen to and just do anywhere you want to rap to it, chill out to it, like smoke to it, ride to it. Like that album personally made me such a Madlib fan, and just seeing them two link together on that joint was definitely like underground rap, you know what I'm saying, royalty. Like that was like some, like you said, Watch the Throne type shit. Like that felt like that for the underground, if in a sense.
at least in a producer rapper sense. My third black album. I mean, once again, you said it. You know what I'm saying, best already, Gino. I said it before, so there's nothing else to really say about that. That's one of the best homage, you know what I'm saying, or goodbye albums you want to say, you know, if you ever want to have for a rapper. A personal choice for me, just to throw on there, I gotta put Kid Named Cudi Man on the first album he put out. I think just for what it did for a lot of the youth during that time, and just, you know what I'm saying, it's just was such a great album, whether for stories, vulnerability, in the sense of themes, and you know what I'm saying, it was a great album. Like before you really want to get into the whole era of drug rap or whatever like that, like right before I felt you get into, you got the Cudi era where it was like, nah, I'm literally telling you I'm smoking weed for these reasons. I'm doing this for that, but I can still rap and do all this shit. Whoop de whoop. Mind you, I'm still stoned since I can't really explain it why I love this album intensely. But
as he would be too.
Yeah, but true. But most of the thing I can say is for kids of the, you know what I'm saying, blog era or whatever, that album was very quintessential in taking us to new, you know what I'm saying, bringing that alternative sound into, you know what I'm saying, hip hop and such like that for me. You know what I'm saying? We already seen it with Kanye, but you know what I'm saying, I feel like Cudi kind of took it to, you know what I'm saying, another level with himself. Also, like I said, the vulnerability in raps and kind of putting that mirror to yourself in situations like that. You know, I talk about it a lot when we talk about Conway on here. You know what I'm saying? So I like to see that a lot with my artists, and Cudi was the first one I see with that, to do something like that. So I'm gonna have that on there. What am I like? I got like two more maybe, or one more. One more. And then shoot, I gotta go with you know what I'm saying, Big. Well, Big, Ready to Die. I still think just the whole theme of that album was so crazy because like what we love for for you know what I'm saying, Life After Death. I feel like him too, like the vulnerability you got with that, just like him suicidal thoughts, and even the beginning of the album, just going through that birth and him being cussed out by his mom and all of that such, like everything they put into that album was like literally his whole life up until that moment put on an album. And that shit was crazy, from the stories we get with fucking what's our shit, bro, with the Nick story.
Got a story to tell.
Got a story to tell, like shit like that.
I want to add something to what you're saying real quick. One of the best things about that album that a lot of people don't get was how Puffy really invoked a lot of Black history and culture within the album, as sonically as it goes, because he took a lot of old songs that you like. If you were from that era, those are songs you grew up listening. Your parents were
bumping. Easy Mo B,
and this is stuff that Rakim was doing. Not Rakim. RZA was doing. You know, it was very much Wu-Tang. It wasn't at the level of Wu-Tang where they were taking these.
It's not them hard cuts and such like that,
and speeding them up and chopping them. Diddy was taking it, but you still heard that same beat. You heard the same croning, the same singing on it.
He kind of made it a more old school style where we're just gonna flip, like the DJ, like the party in the club. He's gonna flip the beat and just put a little, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just flip the beat a little bit. That's all. Nothing too crazy. But no, that is damn. I even really think about it in that sense too. That's very, very true. Shout out to the Hitman and such like that. But yeah, so many things with that where I feel like for that to be an introduction, man, that was like one of the best rollouts for an album, yo. One of the best.
I still stand on Life After Death, but I feel you.
No, I ain't mad at that. But it's just like some of the beats on there was just, oh my god, the production, Jesus Christ, is just knocking, my nigga, knocking on that shit, bro. Where it's like, bro, it was scary. I would be scared for any other rapper that's like, if I'm a rapper doing this, I'm hearing that album. Nah, I'm looking at my producer like, nah, get in the lab now, my nigga.
Go.
And actually, I'm gonna go back and take an album off. I'm gonna take Food off and keep Matt Villainy on, and I'm gonna enter Illmatic on there. I'm sorry, I forgot Illmatic, because we talk about complete albums. That's still one of my favorite albums from beginning.
And it's a short album, only 10 songs.
Like, I didn't forget it. I just, you guys already know me about album length.
Yeah. Well, you know, I am about that too. So, and I tell you, it pans out better. But the shorter the album, you get more. It's easier to become a classic.
Yeah, and it's like I think that's what Pusha T be going for. And it's like that's not going to work for you, but
Shit, that's what Conway just went for, and he hit it out the park.
Yeah, 12. It was like 12, 15, I believe.
12 songs.
And once
right,
again,
but you got to remember, these are guys who they record like 30 or 40 songs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true too. They already have shit in the stash.
Pusha records like 8 songs and picks 3.
Yeah, that's yeah. Sue, you got your list ready?
Yes. I got Ready to Die. It's a mixtape, but it should have been an album. XV Pop Culture. 2014 Forest Hills Drive.
First J. Cole mentioned on this topic. You haven't mentioned him yet.
Yeah, I had an Eminem one, but y'all made me feel bad.
Go ahead, pick your list.
Not for real though. It's a top 20, but it's not a.
Long, bitch, you did me so wrong.
No, it was damn. Where was I at?
Yeah, Eminem the album.
So J. Cole Forest, 2014 Forest Hill Drive. Thug Motivation 101. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Where am I? How many I got?
I ain't know I'm stoned, bro. I wasn't listening back to the number. I was listening to the album.
That's the troubles of going last. Oh damn.
Who said
Ready to Die.
XB?
XB, Ready to Die.
You said Forest Hills Drive.
Forest Hills Drive.
You said Thug Motivation.
Thug Motivation.
No, before, so you have 5 now.
Give Her to Die Trying.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. I was waiting for the 50 mention.
Did I say My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy?
No.
Good now.
That's 6.
You did now.
Give me Graduation.
7.
Blue Reasonable Doubt.
Reasonable Doubt. 8.
I said Graduation and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Man on the Moon.
Man on the Moon.
That's 9.
Mm-hmm.
And give me motherfucking
Davies, Kyrie Chanel.
no.
Davies, Hate Me Now.
No. Give me
You want them Davies niggas?
You want them Davies niggas?
yes, I'm a Davies fan. Give me J. Cole KOD.
KOD, we hard shit. That album was hard, man.
It's very subjective. Like say, like you know, so this will probably change.
It's just now, just because I didn't have time to think about it too.
Because I didn't have a Kendrick joint on my list. I just
Like,
said,
I'm surprised you did it.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Who's your honorable mention?
My honorable mention. If I had to say, I'll put Kendrick to Pimp a Butterfly.
Oh,
That's
in Mad City.
Wait, Sue, what's yours?
My honorable mention: Kendrick, Good Kid, Mad City.
You really would have had a debate with To Pimp a Butterfly and Good Kid, Mad City. I was
I love To Pimp a Butterfly too. I do. You know I do. But I think, man, we'll do that. We'll do that next show.